3 prompts. That's all it took to turn 10 years of feeling stuck into a clear exit plan. And I'm giving you all 3 in this video, even if you've never touched AI before. I've been an optometrist since 2015. And if I'm honest with myself, I chose it for stability, not for passion. I got all the qualifications, I did more work, I spent thousands on courses, but my pay, it didn't change. I liked my job, but it just didn't excite me like it used to. Helping just 10 patients a day, it wasn't the impact that I knew I was capable of. Then in December 2024, I began seeing people around me younger than me, way less qualified than me, making more money online than I had ever did in my lifetime. And I thought, I have the brains, I'm probably way cleverer than these people. I have the skill, so why am I still stuck in that same loop? So maybe you're thinking the same right now. But look, the problem is that you're not stuck because you're not smart. You're stuck because you're kind of pushing the car by your hand. So let me show you how to add the motor and make the car run. So I didn't actually start using AI until January 2025. I thought that if I used it, I'd end up sounding like a robot and people would know that I used it. But then I learned how to actually use it and treat the AI like an assistant. And that changed everything. Most people use AI like Google. They ask it a vague question and in response, the output is a generic answer, meaning that the LLM ends up guessing and you end up disappointed with what it spits out. So now we're going to do things differently. So step 1, before you ask the AI anything, tell it who it needs to be, who it needs to act as. Don't just say, help me start a fitness business. Say, act as a business strategist who specializes in helping professional women create flexible fitness routines around their busy life, proven to give results. Now you can see how much more detailed that statement is, and it's telling the AI exactly how to act. So you're giving it an expert brain instead of just general internet brain. So as a result of this, you'll get an answer that's 10 times better instantly. So without these specific instructions and getting specific, the output will just be dumbed down and you won't be happy with the result. Step 2. Now that you've given it context, show it your situation. Don't keep your story a secret. So for example, going back to this example before, say that you'd add more context. So say I'm a fitness instructor. I have spent the last 5 years in my own transformation and I'm a healthier, happier version of myself. Now I want to help other women who can't find the time to get healthy. I'm currently doing personal training, but I'm not getting enough ideal clients and I want to get consistent results, but I don't know where to begin. So that's the extra context about your life, for example, that you'd give. So without this, the AI would just guess. It would just fill it with made up scenarios and will just write what it thinks is the truth. One thing I learned the hard way using AI is not to over rely on it. Just use it as an assistant. You always have to verify everything that it outputs. One thing I learned the hard way was not to over rely on AI. I went through a phase where I let AI do everything for me and the output felt really empty. Now I've learned how to use it as a guide and not as a replacement for your brain. You have to verify every output that it gives you and verify that it's truth, because a lot of the time it can just make stuff up which looks really real, but in reality it's just all made up. Moving on to step 3. So here's why most people go wrong. They ask for information, but they don't give enough instructions. And you need instructions to give the AI. The Lego manual approach works best when AI acts as a coach or an assistant, helping you think through the problem rather than just doing it for you. So, for example, say, based on everything I just told you, now give me a 5-step action plan for my first 4 hours this week. You're not asking for an essay, you're just asking it what to do tomorrow. And as a result of this turns the AI from a search engine into a chief operating officer for your side hustle. And this works best, once you've done step 1 and step 2. So you've told it how to act and you've given it context. You tell it what you want it to do. So just a quick tip here. Always talk to the AI or large language model as if you're talking to a 5-year-old. Don't use fancy, complicated language just because you think that because it sounds fancy, it'll give you better results. Make sure that the language that you use is clear, direct, and simple. That's key. But make sure that the instructions that you give it are detailed. So I was stuck in research mode for months. Courses after courses, hundreds of YouTube videos, and none of it moved me forward. What finally worked was that I bought myself a small office space just to separate myself from the noise. Coming from an Asian family background, I'm always asked and questioned, why am I doing this? I have my 9 to 5, I should be perfectly set for life. So I eventually just stopped telling everyone what I was doing. I kept my head down and I started building and working on my business. And 5 years ago, I would never have believed that I could do this. But here I am, starting from zero, building something that actually matters to me. And staying stuck would have cost me my mental health, my purpose. And, I would have still been stuck where I was. So I've put my exact prompts in my free 7-day email series. It's the exact system that I'm using right now. So just comment roadmap below and I'll send it straight over. And if you already know what you want to build, you have the idea, you know who your target customer is, but you're just too exhausted after your 9 to 5 to figure out the tech, I'll build it all for you. All the landing pages, all the email chains, your community, everything. Done for you in 30 days. And I'm taking 4 people on this month. So DM me build if you want in and I'll send you the details. So enough thinking now and let's build. And thanks for making it to the end of the video. If you like this, subscribe to the channel and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.